But we're going to go right into the match. I'm going to turn on the YouTube part. Welcome, YouTube. We have the first week of the second month of the Monthly Mayhem Tournament in June. On the left, we have Baron Nashor Serial. On the right, we have Broken Logic. So far, we have a Shen, a Warwick, a Morgana, and a Ryze ban. All fairly standard, I would say.
Yeah, I was to say Shen and Morgana, not too surprised about. Warwick and Ryze, I'm going to guess those are relatively targeted. Because they're still strong champions, but they're not banned frequently unless you know that someone's playing them. Ryze is really annoying though. So, and then Shaco, not too surprised by that either. Pretty standardized ban for.
No one likes dealing with Shaco.
For a lot of different elo levels.
Shyvana, I'm gonna guess that's targeted, even though she's a really powerful jungle.
Yeah.
Really quick clear. I'm going to guess that's more of a targeted ban. For those of you joining us on YouTube, on the left, we do have Baron Nashor Serial. They consist of Crit Magnet, Penab, Senior Pew Pew, Afraj, and Part-Time Hero. On the right, with Broken Logic, we have Killer Cheese 69, Altuin, King Alfred 3, and Foxy Boy and Embrace. It looks like Crit Magnet might be showing Alistair. That hasn't been locked in yet, so we don't have that set, but Alistair's a pretty good support, has a lot of control. Usually played as support. We have seen some Alistair jungles before.
Yeah, it does happen. It is a lot more rare lately.
Oh, Evelyn! If this locks in, I'm going to be so happy. Because, as we all know, Evelyn is useless.
She used to be so good, too.
I know.
And when she had, when it was a stun,
yeah.
It was so good.
We might be seeing a Volibear. No. I think we're going to see the Volibear. The Volibear hasn't changed. But, again, that hasn't been locked in yet. So we have yet to see what's going to happen here. Killer Cheese at 69. And Altuin not locking in until the very last second. It looks like we're going to see a Teemo and a Volibear. Volibear is sometimes jungle, sometimes top. He's pretty... He can change a lot. He does have the summoner spells for a top, so we'll have to see about that. Looks like we might be seeing a Darius. Darius has been locked in, actually. And it looks like a... Oh, crap. The name is skipping right now. Vayne. Thank you very much. And Amundo and Soraka for Broken Logic.
I'd be surprised if that Darius is a jungle, though. He does really well in lane.
Yeah, they did nerf him a little bit. Recently with this last patch.
Yeah, they removed this grace period. So.
Yeah, I actually didn't realize that was a grace period. I just assumed you had to get the kill. I should have paid more attention to the actual champion mechanics, because that grace period makes it even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I definitely, while I think removing the grace period was a good idea, because it definitely makes it so you need to be more skilled. That Mundo and Soraka have been locked in for King Alfred and Foxy Boy. And it looks like Afraj and Part-Time Hero have locked in Ari, and Jarvan's still up for grabs, but yeah, that has been locked in. So it looks like Jarvan might be going top. Jarvan's just a really tanky, good control kind of champion. And it looks like we have a Karthus not locked in yet, but could be a possibility. Still 25 seconds to go. Not really sure if he's going to be locked in. Otherwise, I would say pretty standard builds. Nothing too crazy yet. Oh, Corki. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Having that Corki. Although it's just a lot of teleports.
Oh, so you could have Teemo middle.
Yeah.
And then Volibear top.
Yeah, with Corki bottom and Soraka. Yeah, Mundo is just such a standard jungle now ever since IPL 4. He's got such a good clear.
Yep. And his kit brings a lot of utility. Lots of slows, a decent amount of damage. And the best part is he doesn't even have to build damage. Like, he can build just pure tank and still do good damage in the early game. So,
yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go into summoner spells. Looks like we have a few teleports for Broken Logic. So it looks like we might see some interesting plays here. They have those available so they can just hop in, maybe like teleport on a ward and like assassinate someone. We also have...
Right, like jungle comes down to gank bottom lane and top and middle are there and you don't even know it.
Right.
That would be really mean.
Yeah. We'll have to see some really good wording from Baron Nashor Serial in order to deal with that. We do have the Clairvoyance also from Soraka, so they're going to have some really good vision too. We only have 1 Ignite and no Exhaust. We have 1 Ignite, 1 Heal, and then a few flashes. So not a lot of control or damage to really help
but
out
all
games.
their champions have a lot of control
Yeah.
in position, so
That's true.
you don't need an exhaust when you have a team
Yeah,
on
so
a Volibear and
Yeah,
and a Mundo and a,
Yeah, because Volibear can knock him back, and Teemo has those mushrooms.
But on the same side, on the other side of it, you have a team that has the exact same things also.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you have Alistar, tons of control. You have Darius, who doesn't have a lot of control, but he does have some control. It's a little closer range than some of the other ones, but he still has some decent control. And then Vayne, you have a knock. You can knock people into walls. And then Jarvan has lots of control. Ahri, if she gets her charm off, can just demolish you. So
yeah, it looks like they have more of a standard build, although they do have 2 heals, so those team fights might go well in their favor if they put off those like timed heals like at a critical moment.
yeah, and I'd say like on a tankiness level, you got a nice balance, and even on the AoE side of it, they're all kind of the same. So it's really just going to be about. I think the big thing is Mundo's early game going to be good?
Yeah.
Because if his early game fails pretty bad, it's going to be a little harder until he can start to get tanky. And then how well Volibear would do on top. I haven't, I know...
He's pretty good all-around champion.
He's a pretty good top. I don't know. Jarvan just seems kind of broken lately, so...
Yeah, Jarvan's really powerful. And Jarvan also took that teleport as well, so both teams are going to be really mobile.
Yeah.
We have we only have 1 teleport for Baron Nashor Serial, but teleports have been rare lately.
I'm actually surprised about a team on mid with teleport. That's he doesn't fully need a flash because with mushrooms and with the ability to increase his movement speed, after he gets his type 2 boots, it's pretty much like he has flash. But teleport's still kind of rare, so
yeah,
he could play a lot of little tricks with that where he tries to push Ahri against the lane really hard and gets her to go back, and then he goes back, buys a bunch of stuff, and then teleports right back to lane, so he doesn't lose as much XP off of that, so that could be really good. But we'll have to see how he decides to use those teleports.
Yeah, I definitely think they have a game plan. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a plan, and they're going to use it. So let's see if we get the infamous arrow. Not arrow. League of Legends has shown up in the middle of the screen, although according to my little XSplit screen, you can't see that. But it looks like we aren't going to have an error. Yay, no errors! So, going into the loading screen, we'll have to see who wins the skin battle. We do have the Dynasty
We're not
Ahri.
counting on-chain Alistar because that's free.
Yeah, that's true. Dynasty Ahri, Heartseeker Vayne, and... yeah,
Thunderlord, Volibear, and Astronaut Teemo. Come on.
Astronaut Teemo.
Teemo in space.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give this a broken logic. Teemo in space is awesome. Thunderlord Volibear looks pretty cool. They didn't really have all that many imaginative skins for him. It's just ooh, his colors change. Dynasty Ahri is pretty cool looking, and that Heartseeker Vayne, I know is very popular. Just because it looks really good too.
Yeah.
So, but Astronaut Teemo in space.
I'm sorry. Out of the Vayne skins, I like the one where she has the dragon helmet and stuff.
Oh, that one's really cool too. I like that one. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best one.
And then everyone has Unchained Alistar.
So that doesn't count.
So, Broken Logic coming in with the skin advantage. We'll have to see if that turns into an actual game advantage. As everyone seems to have loaded, and we should be hopping into the match very soon. I didn't get any messages, so hopefully the game will actually start. We are 3 minutes behind, so usually if there's a technical error, we'll get messages from the other team like, oh, come and join, come and join.
And they're like, where are you? And it's like, we have to wait for your
game.
Yeah,
right. We're on a delay. Alright, so as I run around the screen here, let's take a look at what we have for builds. So it looks like we're going to see a Doran's Ring from Soraka. We do have Boots 3 pots for several of the champions. Both.
Whoa, a Doran's for Soraka? Wow.
Yeah, and then a Doran's for Ahri as well. So maybe a little invade action going on here. I don't really know. We do have the Ruby for Volibear. Standard support build for Alistar. Mundo getting that regrowth pendant. So a couple interesting choices here. We'll have to see.
Bot lane's going to just play it really safe then, because they're not going to have any wards.
Yeah, they don't have any wards.
Bear almost stayed in that bush a little bit too long, but he ran.
Looks like we're going to have an invade from Baron Nashor Serial coming in. Looks like
they know about it too.
Yeah, we do have several pings. Killer Cheese and King Alfred are backing off.
I got caught by this earlier today when I was playing Mundo.
What did you?
Not that one. It was they went down the other angle.
Oh.
But I didn't notice it, and then someone's like, "Oh, Mundo, what are you doing?" No, and they started pinging it, and I'm like, "Oh God." Yeah, I got first blooded. It was pretty bad.
It looks like we might have a golem fight here. We'll have to see what happens. As they are set up right next to double golems. King Alfred, just kind of getting out of there right in time. We do have several positioning going on. Foxy Boy backing off. Thank God for those bushes protecting you from sight. We don't see any wards going down right now.
They are gonna. Okay, they're gonna.
Yeah, it looks like we do see some positioning for red. Pinhead coming in with Senior Pew Pew.
See,
I actually gonna give that to Pinab. Yeah, Pinab grabbing that really quickly. Wow, that went down really fast too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they took so long to respond to that though. Like they weren't sure what they were gonna do, and now he's just starting to get in there.
Yeah,
so he could actually be in a relatively bad position if.
It doesn't look like Crit Magnet and Senior Pew Pew could come in here.
Yeah,
but King Alfred does have the support from Foxy Boy, Soraka.
And his position, he should pull that back behind instead of sitting like that.
He might get away with it though. Right. I don't think anyone's.
Yeah, no one's coming up, so he's gonna get away with it.
Ooh, miss smite, but it will be enough. Gonna leave those two little guys, so he's not gonna get his level 2.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, we know that there was.
But you don't know that. You're right. Absolutely.
You got to pull it behind because it's a much safer position. Not to mention, it puts you right next to Dragon Pit. Well, I don't even. Does he even? Yeah, he has flash. So it puts you next to Dragon Pit, so you can flash out just in case.
Yeah. So a little confident play. Looks like Afraj is doing a lot of damage to Killer Cheese 69 as he's pushing top lane.
Because Jarvan is broken.
Jarvan is very dangerous champion, very tanky, has a really good control with that lock in. But it is counterable if you kind of flash out. And I mean, I know certain champions have abilities to kind of jump over it as well. So looks like things are fairly even in bottom, although Part-Time Hero is pushing the crap out of his lane, shoving a lot of that creep over into that turret, denying Altuin some of that CS. Again, the same thing happening up top. It looks like Baron Nashor Serial is playing very aggressively, trying to deny Broken Logic as much CS as possible.
Yeah, I was going to say, Killer G's missing a ton of CS off last hitting off that tower.
Yeah, and it's hard to get some of that last hit from Volibear. And it looks like Pinab is coming up to set up a gank as he runs in, doing a lot of damage. They're focusing on Foxy Boy, trying to pick up that first blood. Foxy Boy flashing out of there.
Not enough, though.
Yeah, not going to be enough. We have Senior Pew flashing in. First blood picked up by Senior Pew Pew. If you're going to give first blood to somebody, you're going to want to give it to your AD. And Senior Pew Pew does pick that up. So that's a really good pickup for Baron Nashor Serial.
Yeah, that 400 will really help her out in lane, especially since that means she can... She'll scale better, and Corki has to wait. You know, he can't play too offensively. He has to back off until Soraka gets back down the lane. So, definitely a very good gank by Darius.
We do have a 1,000 gold lead in favor of Baron Nashor Serial. While that isn't huge, it does show that they are doing good in the CS. That first blood really helping out. And it looks like we have another...
Close.
Very close. Nice flash by Embrace. And it looks like Pinab's really mobile. Yeah, he really is doing a good job as a jungle. I would expect.
Yeah, I was to say, I just hadn't seen him play as jungle, but it looks like he's doing
very mobile right now, doing a lot of damage, helping out his team. He did help get that first blood. A missed taunt from Part-Time Hero. Well, I should say Charm, because that's what it's called, but taunt, Charm, it's all the same, really. And more denying of CS as... not Broken Logic. Baron Nashor Serial is just throwing all their creep right into the tower, which is really helping them out. And you are that gold difference is growing, so you are seeing that really help them out. How are we doing for CS, by the way, as all these creep are being thrown to the tower?
On top lane, we have 21 for Jarvan, and Volibear's at 9. So he is just not last hitting at all, just having a really bad time in lane, falling behind a lot. That's already double behind at least. On bottom lane, we have looks like 24 for Vayne and 11 for Corki. So same story. Last hitting off the turret and not doing so well with that one. And then middle lane is 33 for Ari, and it looks like Teemo's at 23, so he's definitely, the MVP of his team when it comes to CS, but still a bit behind. So, yeah, Baron Nashor Serial really showing that they have the mechanics down to make sure to get that early CS.
Yeah, this is really confident play, too. Like, they don't have a CV. They don't have a lot of wards out right now. They do have a couple key locations warded, but they're not warding all that much, and they're just playing very confidently, shoving their lane. But we do have King Alfred coming in.
Look at the damage.
Yeah.
He's just trying to run away, and he almost...
Jarvan doing more damage to King Alfred than King Alfred doing damage to Afra. Or Afraj, I should say. Hard name to pronounce, so... Hopefully I'll get it by the end of this match so I can pronounce it quickly. As Baron Nashor Serial are doing a really good job. They are starting to creep up closer to that 2,000 gold lead. Not a lot of changes in items selection. We do have 2 Doran's Rings by Ari. We do have...
Soraka finally has wards. we have another regen on Mundo, so it looks like I'm not sure if he's going to start, like, if he's going to go into a Philo, which would be a little weird, or if he's going to go right into a...
Ooh, nice. Tricky little location. Oh, jumping in, but not in time. Wow,
that's actually weird, because he totally did damage. So
yeah, it just, I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it was a teleport.
Okay. I thought that was a...
yeah.
I was like, wait, why didn't that stop it?
Nice. That was actually a really good move. Killer, she's surviving that by teleporting out of there just in time as Afraj did ult. Now it looks like we do have King Alfred coming around, but Part-Time Hero sees it, slows and jumps in, doing so much damage, blowing up King Alfred, doesn't care,
nice.
Jumping over the little gap there, destroying King Alfred, getting hardly any damage done to her. Wow, Part-Time Hero, very dominant in his lane. So this is a very dominant match right now for Baron Nashor Serial. They are creeping up on a 3,000 lead now. Just a couple gold behind. And it looks like Part-Time Hero has picked up the blue. While Darius does use mana, I don't think he's that dependent on it. Especially, you want to give that mid blue anyway, just because...
Yeah, I was going to say, Ari super loves using blue, so...
Although Darius is doing a ton of damage, and it could benefit from blue, but you might as well give that to your mid.
Yeah, I would say a good amount of his damage, though, is based off of auto-attacking between all of his abilities. So
that's true. The hemorrhage stacks is what really help him out. And just look at this. It is warded now, but, you push enough and come down through here, wrap around, the tower there. But, so yeah, that's a good ward placement by Afraj, but just so confident, just shoving his lanes. King Alfred could come up through here.
Yeah, King Alfred's coming up right now, but he already sees him. So.
Yeah, good ward placement. But look at that confidence. He's just so confident up top here. Jarvan just being like, I do a ton of damage and tanky.
Well, King Alfred literally just missed almost 2 point-blank cleavers, too.
Yeah. So I think the confidence...
wow, he's level 4? He just hit 5.
Ooh. Yeah. And so King Alfred... Darius is 5. So yeah, they're fairly even.
No, because he just hit 6, so Darius is a full level ahead of him.
Well, he also got that assist. I think, he just has the 1 assist right now. There's only 2 kills. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we are getting closer and closer to that 3,000 gold lead in favor of Baron Nashor Serial. Baron Nashor Serial just denying a lot of CS, picking up CS for themselves, pushing their lanes. Like, all the lanes here are being pushed to the max.
I was going to say the middle lane's the only one that's really holding off that well.
Yeah, but still, 46 for Teemo, and Ari has 64.
Right, CS-wise, she's still a lot ahead, but it's a lot worse than in the other lanes.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of, what do we have for items in CS right now?
Like, bottom lane, Vayne is at 67, while Corky's at 41, so that's almost a 30 CS lead. And she's also picked up, excuse me, Double Dorn's Blades with Berserkers, so she'll probably pick up either a BF Sword next or Lifesteal. We'll have to see which way she goes. Corky hasn't even got back yet. He just has boots, so I have to see which way he decides to go. Corky can be built a couple different ways. And then in this top lane we have
part-time hero jumping in there, taking turret shots, almost taking down Altuin. Nice heal. And King Alfred coming in, gets the cleaver, slows down part-time hero. Part-time hero, just explosive damage, doesn't even care. Pinhead coming around, we're going to go back up and see that because it looks like King Alfred is going to live. Wow, good read by Pinhead coming in. Altuin thinking he's safe, backing off right there, but Pinhead running in and just being like, nope. Ultimate does get the refresh, and it looks like Corky went down too, so let's go back and also see what happens to Corky. As he is full health, Senior Pew Pew just doing a ridiculous amount of damage right now. I think you're not going back is what really hurt Embrace here.
What?
Wow.
I think that was a mistake. I don't think he meant to actually use his jump.
Yeah,
or jump in that direction. Because it was like, wait, no, you're like way lower health than her, and you jump into her.
Yeah, that's supposed to be an escape mechanic,
right? Well, it can be used as an initiation too. You know, or like a cross path so they land in the fire and stuff. But
in a situation like that,
you wouldn't initiate when you're already 2/3 health down.
Wow, this is just a very dominant match. Good play by Baron Nashor Serial, as they're just dominating right now. 4 kills to nothing. They're creeping up on a 5K lead, closer to 4K than 5 right now.
Oliver's at 24 CS on top.
Oh God,
compared to 64.
He has no items. A red ruby crystal. Oh gosh,
he's more than doubled.
Yeah. Wow. Jarvan, 2 Doran's blades, boots.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, it looks like we do have King Alfred coming in to help out the bottom lane as they're just continuing to push. Like, this is just a very aggressive, very dominant play by Baron Nashor Serial. They feel very confident in what they're doing.
Their mechanics are a lot smoother. So
yeah,
they're doing very good in every one of their lanes, and that's exactly what you need to make a really, really strong mid game.
Absolutely.
So,
and I mean, the risks they're taking are totally worth it. Like, they're just
getting,
like, whatever.
They're getting kills and not dying, so they're like, some of the ganks maybe are a little weird, but even though they're weird, they're not super dangerous. You know, it's not like, oh, well, if I do this, I might die. And no one's been like really, really low and just barely gotten a gank off. They've all had more than enough health for the ganks.
It looks like Penab and King Alfred are going to meet, but I don't think Penab is really scared, but we do have the ultimate from King Alfred, but it's probably not going to be enough as he's just taking chunks of damage, getting the kill, refreshing his ultimate, might be able to come in here and grab Ultimate too. We do have that satellite going down. It is not a mushroom for Space Teemo. Penab just taking that shot, doesn't really care. Ooh, we do have the taunt, and there goes Altuin, part-time hero, going to be taking down their first turret in the middle here. There it goes, kaboom. I think we're going to see a lot of turrets fall soon. The only one we're not going to see is top.
I was to say we're almost at we're almost at 8K lead.
Yeah, wow. I haven't even been paying attention to gold, but there's no CS happening for Broken Logic. They're just not getting the CS they need.
Yeah, their bottom lane is behind, their middle lane is behind, their top lane is behind, their jungle's even behind too, I believe.
Yeah,
Penab's been all over the place, but yeah, it looks like he's at 35 and Penab's at 50. So Penab has had better map presence.
Here comes part-time hero, misses the charm, but knocked in. By Crit Magnet. Crit Magnet giving part-time hero the kill. Taking down Embrace. Foxy Boy all by his lonesome.
Oh no, turret's too low. Should have run away.
Now Foxy Boy Solana flashes out of there, but we have another flash by Crit Magnet knocking into the wall. Yeah, there it goes. Crit Magnet taking the kill. If it were any other match, I'd say it was a mistake, but it doesn't really matter because they're so far ahead. Looks like, is that Penab? Yeah, that is Penab doing a lot of damage to King Alfred. But here comes Altuin helping out. Penab caught, just wait, a little overconfident here. Jarvan coming to help out, but isn't enough.
Yeah, that was still pretty good though.
Yeah,
that was really
Afraj
good time by Afraj.
Yeah, so I mean it's a clean split.
It was a fair trade. So, and he even made Volibear waste his ult too.
Yep. Yeah.
So now the only thing he has to worry
So
about.
we have
is
another
passive.
setup, but part-time hero is here.
He didn't
So
just
Afra-
get hit by a mushroom though, so they're pinging that, knowing that they're there.
Yeah. Afra is just trading with Killer Cheese. Very confident.
Oh, looks like we got a meeting. Ari heading.
Oh, yeah. The charm goes off. The orb goes off. Kaboom.
Part-time hero
No.
showing how the Ari's done.
No health. Damn it. Or gone at all. Wow. Baron Nashor Serial just so dominant. They are closing in on a 10k lead. They are 9 kills ahead. They have 2 turrets down. This is a very dominant match. We might see this go in 20 minutes because they're just snowballing here. What's his name? Killer Cheese has 36 CS. He has hardly any items, has just gotten a little bit tanky, but it's just not enough because...
Yeah, no, he's already so far behind because all he has is health, and health is easy to get enough damage for. You need the mitigating stats, you need the armor, you need the magic resist, and you need a decent amount of health, and he only has 1 of the 3 required to enter the mid-game without dying too quickly.
And it looks like we're having a little swap here. Senior Pew Pew and Afraj distracting Broken Logic as the rest of their team is going to take down Dragon uncontested.
On top though, right? Or was Afraj? Did Afraj?
Afraj teleported to top. I think to help out here, they're doing a lot of damage. King Alfred is probably going to go down.
Close.
So close. That ultimate saving King Alfred. That Mundo ultimate is really good.
And I like that they didn't totally go, like, they didn't totally jump under that. They're like, it's okay, we got to push back. You know, we're pushing the lane, and in bot, they're clearing dragon, they're stealing blue.
Well, this is exactly what they want to do. They're playing the distraction. They have almost the entire team of Broken Logic trying to deal with 2 champions, while the rest are free to just travel and take objectives. Altuin's going to get caught out of position here. Dodging, I don't think he sees him. Oh, not going to get that charm.
I was going to say, part-time here doesn't have a lot of mana, though. So
yeah.
Did they just give that blue to her, though? So she should have mana pretty quickly.
She doesn't have blue. It was picked up by
Panam,
Panam, but they're going to give blue to her here. Wow, this is just a snowballed match. It is now 10k in favor of Baron Nashor Serial.
Yeah, just totally solid play from Baron Nashor Serial. Very good job.
They have several wards around the river here, and in Broken Logic space, like they just have complete map control. They can just do whatever they want to do, and it's all right because they're all ahead. They're all so far ahead.
It's like right now, all Baron Nashor Serial has to do is just continue to farm.
Yeah.
And on the opposite end, it's...
Ooh, locked in Killer Cheese, not able to go anywhere, just blown up.
It's an issue of how do you mitigate the issues to the late game? Like you have to start warding your own jungle so they can get control of it and get Baron Nashor Serial out of their jungle.
Yep. And
start controlling objectives, and then I think stopping ganks but not initiating or pushing on fights is a big thing. They need to make Baron Nashor Serial sit in a lane and waste their time just CS.
With the lead they have, though, I don't even think that's possible.
Yeah,
it's
really hard. But that's what I'm saying. Like they have to group up generally together. Only have like one person hopping different lanes to clear stuff as required, and normally have that be whoever your late game carry is going to be, like your Corki or
I'm going to be meeting Altuin. Altuin not moving. We might have a disconnect.
No, he's
he's hidden.
Panam.
Doing a lot of damage. Jumping in. Oh, so close. But wow, that was a really good. I didn't even realize that. That was really great by Altuin. Just waiting.
Teleporting out, too.
Wow, that's awesome. He might go down, though. Where's Soraka there? Foxy Boy. We did see Foxy Boy go down.
Oh, she all healed, too.
Kaboom. Wow. Just melting her face. Afrej not in time.
Oh, just a second.
But King Alfred is surrounded. So we have a lot going on in these maps. King Alfred taking a lot of damage. Senior Pew Pew jumping in. I don't think King Alfred's going to be able to heal through that.
The percent health damage off of Vayne is that she's built to take out tanks. So, and not to mention, I think all he has is health right now, which doesn't help. You know, you need armor mitigation to stop some of that damage. Which, yeah, he has health. health and health regeneration. So both of their tanks aren't actually tanks, so they just have a lot of health, which they have.
We do have a team fight. Let's slow things down to see what's happening. Looks like just some poking going on, trying to get something going. Yeah,
but they're going to lose that tower.
The first middle turret goes down. All their outer turrets for Broken Logic have gone down. This match has been totally dominated by... Ooh, nice charm, but I don't think it's going to last long enough to really take out Killer Cheese.
Yeah, unfortunately, it hit the one person you don't want it to hit.
Yeah, right? If it was anyone else, they might have been able to pick up a kill. But nice orbs from Part-Time Hero just poking in at them. They're not able to do a damage. Yeah.
From that blue. And the low cooldown, too, which is really nice. Unfortunately, the Foxfires aren't going over the wall because she doesn't have vision. So it's just picking up CS off the minions. If they had a couple wards, though, she could really start doing some insane poke over that wall. Or get a really sick charm off. But.
Yeah, I don't think they're really concerned about it. They have absolute map dominance.
Right.
It's not even map control now. It's map dominance. Oh, nice dash in. Completely surrounding King Alfred, taking him out really quickly. Just... Wow.
Yeah, they got a nice group down on that bot lane that's coming down minion-wise. And then they have Vayne pushing on top against Volibear, who Volibear can't do anything against.
Yeah, Volibear has only gotten 45
Vayne is already so fed. She already has a Bloodthirster. It's probably already maxed out. And she has double Dorans, picked up some crit and some... she had her Berserks for a while now. So.
Yeah. We do have the Phage from Jarvan, 2 Dorans Blades, the Rabadons. Part-Time Hero picking up that Rabadon, so just being more explosive than ever. We do have Outsween picking up that Bloodthirster, though, so trying to catch up as best that he can.
That's actually a little surprising, though, that he would go AD in the middle. That means they don't actually have a traditional AP. So, like, Corki could go AP, but he hasn't. He's gone, he went with the F-Sword. And Soraka's AP isn't strong enough, so... Even, if it was a more fair game, all Crit Magnet and all Penab and all Frage would have to do is be like, oh, let's just put armor on. Okay, they can't actually do damage now.
Right? And Baron Nashor Serial at almost 15,000 ahead. Like, very close to 15,000. Just, wow. Just wow. That's all I have to say. 14-2, 4 turrets down, complete map dominance by Baron Nashor Serial. Looks like Senior Pew Pew is going to take the entire team. Missed ult from Senior Pew Pew. Dodges out of the toss-up by Killer Cheese. Senior Pew Pew might be able to live through this, completely distracting the entire team of Broken Logic as the rest of her team comes down to take down this turret. King Alfred and Outswing are the only ones left. Penab picking up that kill, going to be able to refresh his ult. Refreshes his ult again. That Darius ult is awesome, especially when done right. And it does look like we do have a fight going on. Let's start back.
Oh! And then they stop the teleport. Nice.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Great moves by Penab, refreshing his ultimate twice. Alfred locking in Embrasa healing, but isn't enough.
And
Killer Cheese, Killer Cheese isn't able to do anything. Just trying to run away, slowing down as much as he can.
Is this passive really going to make him live?
It might.
Okay, something that he needs to know, though, is that the Q does not increase your movement speed when you're running like Memphis.
And there we go. Afraj picking up that ace.
Doesn't Volibear's Q only increase his movement speed when he's running towards enemies, not away?
No, I think it does increase a little bit. But I think... I think it increases just in general.
Click on it. You can actually read the thing. I swear it doesn't.
It's just for,
okay,
seconds.
so 15% movement speed increase, and then 45% if you're moving towards enemies.
Yeah.
Okay. So many times I've heard people say that, oh, don't do that because it only increases when you're moving towards someone. And I don't play Volibear, so I was just like,
because I
see Volibears do it all the time, though, so...
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know, taking a lot of turret shots, Penab! Not enough!
Shut down by the
And I think it was a satellite.
Yeah, by the satellite. I was trying to say mushroom, but then I saw a satellite.
Honestly though, Baron Nashor Cereal is so confident, just decimating Broken Logic. I don't even think they care. Senior Pew Pew, is she gonna live through this? No, she's not. Not even able to pick up the kill. But it looks like Killshees is taken out as well.
She just lost that for stacks on her Bloodthirster, though. At least it's not all of them like it used to be.
Yeah.
That was just soul crushing when you're like, great, now I have to farm up 40 more minions before I get all my, lifesteal and damage back.
But I was gonna say, back when I used to play Valavera, I remember his attack speed movement speed just going up. But I wasn't sure if they changed that or not because it's been a long time since I played Valavera.
Yeah, I played him like once when he first came out. And that's it.
He can be really good. Like his little bite there does a lot of damage when you do it right, especially.
Yeah, that's the only thing I noticed. Like I played him, and I played a totally weird build because we were on like a blind pick team, so I didn't have to play more traditional. So I built like double Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge, total like just damage and stuff. Like everything else was just damage, like a bunch of PS swords afterwards. And I was just like boom, 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 bite and just kill someone. I was like, wow, this is really strong. Too bad it's probably terrible in a more traditional match.
Right. Wow, alright, looks like we do have top and middle completely gone. The only turrets that Broken Logic has left is the bottom turrets. But I think this is going to end fairly soon. Just complete map dominance from
They're almost...
it's almost
20k ahead. They're like 18.
Yeah, this is getting to the point of no return. Actually, they're like 19k.
Getting to the point, I was like, it's been at the point. Yeah. For about a good once it hit the 20-minute mark, it was already at the point of no return. Like literally the only way would be complete control of your own jungle, which is impossible because one of them can take on two of Broken Logic.
Yeah, look at that. Senior just engaging
right now.
Kaboom! Altuine healing through it, but it isn't enough as he's been locked down. King Alfred being sucked back in, destroyed by Senior Pew Pew. And looks like they're going in for the victory here. 3 members of Broken Logic are left. Now, just so you guys know, this is a best of 1. After this week will be best of 3s. We did reduce the teams to 16 from 32. And the first turret goes down. The second turret goes down at any second now. And the Nexus will be going down very shortly. Congratulations to Baron Nashor Cereal for showing us a completely dominated match as they are now 22,000 gold ahead at the end of this match, 26 minutes. Congratulations, guys. You just completely decimated. So they'll be moving on into next week. Yeah. We will be back at 6:30 for the next match as we have Noob Lords versus Fight for Friends Force. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this screen. We're going to put up a little screen for you guys to check out.
Noob Lord was here last.
Yes, they were. They were here last.
Actually, wait, did they? I think they have to cancel.
They had to cancel though.
Yeah, so we actually get to see them. They were on bracket B, I believe, last month.
Yep.
And something came up, so
this is the bracket for the week. We are the top half. We no longer have 2 brackets. We just have a top half and a bottom half. We are doing the top half today. The bottom half will be done Saturday at 5.
Yeah, and it'll be cast by Edwin.
Yeah, it'll be cast by Edwin Moles and Chili. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, like, follow our Twitter account at LOL Monthly, our Facebook account at facebook.com/monthly mayhem, our YouTube account at youtube.com/LOL Mayhem Tournament, and you can follow us on Own3D. Follow and like us on that as well at own3d.tv/power_underwhelming. Check us out for more information at LoLReportDotCom. All the information you need is there. There's a little tab on the right hand side that says Monthly Mayhem, so just click on that and join in. For those in YouTube, click on the next video for our next match. For those of you on the stream, we're going to put up some music for you. And the next match will begin in a little under an hour. So we'll see you guys soon. Hope